Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Content patch 3 just dropped last night for Landlord. When this dropped, I was actually celebrating 1,000 subscribers in the Discord. So if you want to go and join the Discord, feel free, the link's down below. And it was too late for me. By the time I even had time to record this, it was like 2 AM. So I woke up this morning to do it. I've just played a quick game of the new update, which we'll see later on today. I just wanted to get this done afterwards so I could explain it a bit better. But as you can see straight away, symbol removal. So this patch is literally about adding a new way to remove symbols so we can refine our decks better, which it removes a lot of the look from the game, but it also means it's going to be a lot easier and a lot better to make really good, strong comps and combos and synergies and stuff. So it receives its third content patch featuring a new way to remove symbols. So straight away, the new content that's been added, they added a new currency which allows players to remove symbols from their inventory. So this, to me, kind of it looks like a rock or like a pebble of sorts. I'm sure there's like an actual reason behind it, or what it actually is. And basically, you get one every rent due date, every payday, and you literally you can click on it and it lets you remove any of the items from your inventory, but it doesn't count as destroying. So if you have an item that obviously gives you a gold every time you destroy an item, it does not count as destroying, but it does completely remove it. It also then adds a similar currency which is green, looks a bit like a lily pad to me, and it lets you basically re-roll. So what is this? Recycling. Okay, so yeah, it lets you re-roll the roll basically. So like it says here, effectively what the recycling item did. So if you don't want any of the symbols, you can just re-roll with one of the green currencies, and once again you get one of those at the same time as you get the other new currency that removes symbols. So this is obviously a rundown of what's happened, but they've added 3 new uncommon symbols, and they've added 2 new common items and 1 uncommon item, and they've changed a bunch of stuff. So they've changed 10 existing symbols, they've modified 19 existing items, and they've removed 4 existing symbols. And all of this is listed down below, and we'll get into that. So the new features, when you open the inventory tab, the symbols will now display their values. So like the thief, for example, you know how the thief has the numbers in the corner? Well, it actually says here, yeah, such as the coins of a thief are stolen, or the number of spins left before a coal transforms. So that now shows in the inventory screen. So that's kind of helpful, because you might be thinking of removing a coal with the new currency, and it goes into the inventory screen to do that. And now we can see how many turns the coal's actually got until it becomes valuable. So that's a really good change. The music track now cycles every 3rd rent payment instead of playing the same track throughout. That's huge. I mean, the music's lit anyway, so just more, if the music changes more, I'm happy for it. You'll notice the music's playing right now because I've got Look Be a Landlord in the background. I needed some sort of background to this video. I couldn't just make it silence. And I thought, what's better to use than the Look Be a Landlord stuff? And the new German translator's Twitter page is now linked, so that's nice. Well played, German translator. So here we go. This is the big stuff, the game balance. So because they added the new currencies to help refine decks, they've actually made it a little bit harder. So they've increased the cost of the 6th, 7th and 11th rent payments by 25 coins, and they've increased the cost of the 8th rent payment by 50 coins, and the 9th and 10th have been increased by 75 coins. So it is harder, but you can remove the rubbish stuff from your deck like as soon as you want. So you can remove the pearl and stuff, because they've got rid of the starting suit. You now start with a pearl. I'm sure that will come in this list later on. Here you go. The 3rd starting symbol is now a pearl instead of a random suit symbol. So this means it's a lot easier. Like, it's a lot more tempting to go sort of pearl, oyster things, hoping you'll get a diver for that combination. I tend to, in the 3 runs I've just played, I tend to remove the pearl as fast as I can. They removed light bulb, which is interesting for all those flower builds I was trying to do. You're now relying on bees, rain and the sun, really, and I suppose rusty gear and stuff like that. They've also removed topaz, copper and bluebird. Bluebird was kind of just there. It was like a 2 value symbol with no adjacency bonuses or anything. I think you just got a buff from the Beastmaster maybe. Ancient lizard blade. This, I have not came across this still. Now gives 5 coins if every symbol is different. I still have not seen this in my 11 videos we've made. And countless runs, and runs I've done off camera. I'm sure we'll get it soon. The black cat now gives 3 coins if a multiple of 13 is gained after a spin, instead of giving 13 coins if exactly 13 is gained after 1 spin. This is better because it's very rare that you get 13 coins anyway. Like, it's just not going to happen really, is it? Apart from like right towards the start. And it gives cat a 2 times multiplier instead of 3. This is fair enough because you're more likely to get multiples of 13 now. Booster pack now gives an additional common symbol and an additional uncommon symbol. So I like that. It gives us some more stuff. The chicken coop is now rare and it makes eggs, chicks, chickens and golden eggs give 1 more coins. So if you get this, it can actually make an egg run kind of viable, which is insane. So maybe we have to change from no egg gang. Who knows? If we get this, I will try an egg run, I promise. If we get it in a video, I will just abort all other build paths and just go egg. Coin on a string is now uncommon instead of common and has been reworked to have the effect of gives 1 coin, removes all coin symbols before each spin. Gives 3 coins whenever coin symbols are removed. So, if we get this with King Midas, right? It gives us 1 coin and then it removes all coin symbols. So we can just get a coin symbol every single run with King Midas. King Midas gives 3 anyway, or 2 is it? And then it's a free coin, and coins give free value. Okay, that's just... We'll have to play with this once we see it. It's a bit crazy. Comfy pillow now makes 1 item rare or better instead of 2. I mean, sure. Cursed katana is now uncommon. I think I've seen it like twice, but I haven't picked it. But now we're going to see it more because it's uncommon instead of rare. So that's kind of nice. Fish bowl is now a fish tank to encourage taking better care of the fish. It also has a water filter. Let's go. That's a little update. Now my little goldfish can be happier. I hope they add more fish soon so we can get like a big mixture of fish in our fish tank. Ninja and Mouse now gives a 4 times multiplier instead of 5. This, I'm a big fan of Ninja and Mouse. It's not a huge change, but it is a huge change. Ninja Mouse is a very easy and early combo to get, and it tends to like roll a lot, at least for me anyway. So I'm kind of sad about that one. So Nori the rabbit is now common instead of uncommon, so we'll see that more. I've seen it a few times, but I never really go rabbit and rabbit fluff, so maybe we can take it if we get it earlier on. Now it's a common. So Piggy Bank has been changed to uncommon and puts 2 coins in instead of 1, which is big because obviously it gives double the coinage in there. So if you're rolling above what you need every roll and you can afford to give 2 coins away, you're going to stack this up pretty well. And it will probably help you win the game if you manage to get an early one. So Protractor, now this is a change I'm not happy about. Protractor now only has an effect every 4 spins. So the Protractor is the item that when a symbol is in the corner, it is adjacent to all other symbols. So you saw it with King Midas, you've seen it with the Joker and the suits, you've seen it with the wild cards, you've seen it with, oh god, everything. In my runs anyway, you've seen it with a lot of stuff. I love the Protractor. That is now only going to take an effect every 4 spins. So if you've got King Midas in the corner, sure, that's it. He'll be adjacent to everything. But then that won't happen again until the 4th spin. So I'm not too keen on that. I feel like if it's going to go to 4 spins, they need to reduce the rarity of it. Quigley the Wolf is now common instead of uncommon. I don't think I've ever seen Quigley the Wolf. I'm going to be honest. But okay. Recycling is now rare instead of very rare and has been reworked to have the effect of gives 1 reroll token each spin. This is huge. So recycling basically used to be the reroll token and would allow you to reroll. But now it's going to give us a reroll token each spin, which is, you know, fine. I love that. Because put that on top of your other reroll tokens that you get from rent due dates or rent days. It's incredible. Shattered Mirror now gives 20 coins every 7 spins instead of 7 coins every 3 spins. I don't think I've ever taken this anyway, but it's a cool change. Shedding Season is now common instead of uncommon. It gives rabbits a 10% chance to add rabbit fluff instead of 20%. So it's more likely to find, but less likely to create rabbit fluff. Okay. But if you get Conveyor Belt, it's still going to give you 20%. So Swear Jar now has a 30 coins threshold instead of 25. That's better because I tend to roll just under 30 a lot more than I tend to roll just under 25. And for longer as well, so that's a good change. Telescope. Okay, so we used Telescope in one of the videos that did really well. I think it was it a King Midas video? So, I can't remember what Telescope does. Was it another adjacency? I think it was like everything is adjacent to everything or something along those lines. But either way, this now only has an effect every 4 spins, which, you know, it's another change I don't like. getting a telescope and a protractor in the same run would now be very useful, because then at least you could average the runs out a little bit, maybe, if it wasn't at the same time. Time Machine now also makes Matryoshka dolls take 2 less turns. I noticed this in the video that's going up later today. Your coal still takes 5 less, but now the Matryoshka dolls take 2 less per stage as well, which is way better. Zaros Contract is now uncommon instead of rare. I like this. This is good. It's a good way to get rid of people. It should have been an uncommon from the start, in my opinion. Glad they've changed this. Obviously, you can also just remove people with the currency now, but still. Archaeologist now destroys sapphires. Huge. Clubs and spades now only apply their adjacency effects to clubs and spades instead of diamonds and hearts as well. So the suits actually only affect that colour suit now, unless you get, I think it's an item that the item that makes them all adjacent to each other. Diamonds and hearts now only apply their adjacency effects to diamonds and hearts. So you're at this point you can go the Joker and that will affect all suits, but really you're going to tend to go towards either black suits or red suits as opposed to all 4. Diver now removes symbols instead of destroying them. So if you've got the item that gives you a gold when you destroy an item, the diver will not destroy them, so that does not count. And additionally, remove snails. I noticed that earlier. We took a diver quite late on, but I couldn't make it work in today's video. I'm kind of spoiling a lot of stuff. I'm sorry about that. I haven't spoiled the good run, so I'm just spoiling the new items. The good run is still a secret. You should go watch it when it comes out. So Joker now gives 2 coins instead of 3 and gives suits a 2 times multiplier instead of 3. So they've nerfed the Joker and the suits to the ground just after I tried a run yesterday, I think. So that's a shame. Miss Fruit figured out that the inside of a coconut tastes too good. Yeah, she didn't destroy coconut halves, which was really annoying. She destroyed coconuts and not the halves, so you have to get the monkey to do that. But she now eats coconut halves, so let's go, that's good. And the witch now applies a 2 times multiplier to owls and apples. I like this. I like witches, I like owls, and I like apples. So that's a good change. So the developer then gives us a bunch of reasons for changing stuff, which we'll just run through real quick. So they said the large increase in rent payment requirements is due to the new currencies making the game easier. So we said that at the top. That's fair enough. That's a good change. The change to the third starting symbol, as well as the changes to suit symbols and Joker, is to make players have to commit harder if they wish to do a suits build. I do like this. You noticed in the video, I think it was yesterday's video, when I tried a suit build kind of late on, and it was a really messy build, but we had suits. Like, I built everything and still won. Whereas now, if you want to go suits, you have to properly hard commit to suits. So I like this. The removal of light bulb, topaz, copper, and bluebird is to make it easier for players to get the symbols they're looking for at the common and uncommon rarity. I like this. So now we've got a better chance of finding stuff like cultists and crabs, stuff that, you know, big adjacency stuff where these kind of don't do anything. Although the light bulb does give good adjacencies, but rest in peace, light bulb, you are gone. So ancient lizard blade, I still haven't seen it, was given the red pepper effect to create a bit more of a payoff if the player takes the item and uses it to their advantage. Black Cat had its first effect reworked as it was close to impossible to benefit from its current state. There we go. I've already mentioned that. Its second effect was to make cat builds slightly more in line with other builds that take minimal risk to achieve. Let's go, cat gang. That's for the cat girl in the comments. We all love cats. Booster pack now gives a few additional symbols so it can be more in line with other rare items. Good change. The chicken coop was causing egg-related symbols to give more coins is to give more players more of a reward if they gain a large number of eggs. Let's go. Egg build is paying off. Egg build 2021. Let's go. We're going to have an egg build video soon, friends. As soon as I get a coop. Which is quite easy to do with the existing chicken coop item yet. The item was upshifted to rare to better match its power level. Coin on a string and Piggy Bank were changed to prevent them from effectively being strictly worse pool balls. This is true. I am a big fan of pool balls now, but still. Comfy Pillow was modified to be a bit less powerful as the reward from skipping a rent payment was too great when compared to the risk. This was true. We used it a lot when we had the item. Curse Katana had its rarity downshifted as it was close to impossible to benefit from the reduced rarity of ninjas at the point in the game when a rare item could frequently be obtained. Yeah, so I rarely saw this. Now it's now less rare, which is nice. Ninja Mouse had its multiplier slightly decreased. I don't like this. It says here they've done it because obviously it's now easier to achieve a ninja and mouse build. And I only ever get the one ninja and one mouse. I never actually go a full ninja and mouse build, so it's interesting, but I mean it's still 4 times, so it's still good. Nori the Rabbit, Quigley the Wolf, and Zaros Contract had their rarities downshifted to better match their power level at this point in the game. I've already said this. I like Zaros Contract being uncommon now. It's a huge change. Protractor and telescope now only activate every 4 spins to reduce their incredibly high power level. They were like strongest items in the game, that's fair, but maybe just make them more rare. Although both very rare probably, but still. While still retaining the fun effect of bypassing adjacency restrictions just less frequently. I can see this changing in the future, maybe to like 3 or 2 spins. I feel like 4 is a little bit too much, but then again, now everyone's going to be looking towards that 4th spin when they've got those items, because it's going to be a huge payoff. So maybe it will change the game and make it a bit more exciting. So yeah, recycling was reworked to highlight the new currency. It's fair enough. Shattered Mirror was modified to increase the amount of coins it gives. Yeah, we don't take it anywhere really. Shredding Season was downshifted in rarity to make rabbits a more viable early game symbol. I like this change. I never pick up rabbits, so this now kind of gives you a reason to go rabbits and then get the rabbit fluff and then the increased rarity modifier quite early on. Swear Jar change, yeah, to increase viability mid-game. I already said this is a huge change. The time machine affecting Matryoshka dolls, I like. We had this in the video later on. It's good. It makes them way more worth taking now. Obviously, still the same with the coal. The additional symbols can be destroyed, removed by archaeologist, Misfruit, and Diver to improve the consistency of what players expect them to be able to do. This is true. Divers now remove snails. That's good. Misfruit now destroys the coconut halves, which is way better because now we can just add coconuts, and coconuts give so much value because they split into 2. Diver now removing symbols instead of destroying them is to better fit the game's tenet of not having effects that directly destroy animals because they're cute. Yeah, so he destroys snails and crabs and technically oysters, so this is a nice change. It's a very moral change. Wow. My headset just died on me at the end of recording, so you guys can still hear everything, but I can no longer hear the fun music. Matryoshka dolls taking less than it's decreased the power level. It's compared to common counterpart coal. Yeah, I took both earlier, so that's a good change. And then Witch now multiply to owls and apples. It's mostly for flavour reasons, but for more synergies never hurt. Yeah, I like this. It makes witches more viable. It means taking owls is more viable. Apples give 3 as well, so that's a huge multiplier. And then he said, let them know your thoughts in the comments or in the official Discord. I am in this. I might see some of you in it. I don't reply too much, but I do usually, chime in on some discussions. And the bug fixes, they fixed a bug where black pepper was counting up separately from other symbols and items. So that's all the bug fixes. The link will be in the description if you want to go through and read it yourself, because maybe you don't want to listen to me for 17 minutes, literally just read off a screen. However, I hope I gave some insight. There's obviously going to be a video where I actually notice a lot of this stuff later on. So hopefully you go and watch that and whatever. But mainly this video is for... I want people to leave their thoughts in the comments. I like discussing in the comments. I reply to every single comment on every single video. Even if the videos... I stay a week old. The channel's only a week old. Even if it's an old video, I'm still going back and replying to comments to everyone. So let me know your thoughts on these updates, your favourite updates, the best changes, the worst changes, what are you going to miss, what seems exciting, maybe what new runs have you had since the updates came out. Let me know in the comments or join our Discord and come and join our discussion. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you again next time. Goodbye!